I'm gonna say this once and for all, if you want an intense and emotional LARP, you need good safety mechanics. And that's exactly what Coven 1934 did. See, in Coven 1934, which is an occult horror LARP organized by Jackalope Live Action Studios, they had several workshops before the game where they introduced the safety mechanics that they use. There were several of them. You had a check-in to see if someone was okay in the scene or not. Then you also had mechanics to bow out of a scene if you wanted to subtly leave a scene you were in, but the one that surprised me the most, and was actually the first time I used that specific mechanic, was the negotiation mechanic. This mechanic truly made me able to have such a nice flowing game, but also made me feel empowered in saying no if life was just getting in the way of the game for me for a little while. Basically, it meant that if you wanted to have a little bit more of an emotional scene, you could go to someone, do the outgame symbol, and then say negotiate and what it was about. You could say negotiate violence, negotiate intimacy. The other player then responds by doing the same and repeating your words, after which you have a brief discussion of what you would actually want to do. Imagine just like bullet time in-game where you're still there, but for a brief moment you're calibrating outgame with the other player. It allows for things to still happen organically, while also giving you the safe option to say if you're feeling something or actually really not wanting to do a certain type of scene. For example, someone would then be able to go, hey, is it okay if I touch your face? If you're totally fine with that, you could then say, yes, it's okay for you to touch my face. Or you could suggest an alternative, or just completely say, actually, I don't feel like that. Once both players have said agreed, you can lower your fingers and immediately go back into the game. Again, first time for me using those actual mechanics, but it made me feel so incredibly safe to do these emotionally intense scenes with people that I hadn't roleplayed with before, and still feel safe to either go into the scene with them or feel empowered enough to say, I actually don't think I want that. If you want an emotionally intense LARP with good safety mechanics, you might want to check out Jackalope Studios and see what they make next.